Guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Many things to mention in these final 10 days. We will go from Chelsea axis to the incomings and then Manchester City, the Rodrygo case, Casado and more to say. Let's jump into it. A busy day on the market as usual. We enter into these final 10 days full of activity, full of news. Luiz to Nottingham Forest is here we go, and we have to start from here because Juventus will receive a transfer fee around 30-32 million euros add-ons included with a loan with obligation. So this is going to be the formula of the deal. Is not 100% guaranteed obligation, but almost guaranteed. Really easy to reach, and so Luiz on his way to Nottingham later today. Nottingham Forest are not signing Rico Lewis, because Rico Lewis, despite the bid made last week, £25 million, rejected by Manchester City, is staying at the club and signing a new contract till June 2030. So Rico Lewis stays in Manchester City, a decision really strongly wanted by Pep Guardiola. And so Rico stays, signs a new 5-year contract, will also include an option for further season. So Rico Lewis stays at Manchester City. Let's see what decides to do Manuel Akanji, because for the Swiss defender there is a mission ongoing from Galatasaray in Manchester today. Manchester City have accepted a bid in principle received from Galatasaray for £15 million. It's just about some small details pending, and then Manuel Akanji will be considered in terms of club to club, an agreement done. Then there is the player side. And as of today, Manuel Akanji has still not received an official proposal from Galatasaray. Why? Because Galatasaray first wanted to reach an agreement with Manchester City, and now the agreement is almost ready, just at the final details, and then they will make a proposal to Manuel Akanji. As of today, Akanji has no proposal on the table from Galatasaray. So let's see what happens there. Let's see what the player decides to do. At the moment, while I'm recording this video, there is still no indication from Akanji about accepting or rejecting Galatasaray. Still waiting to see what happens there. But at the moment, Manuel Akanji remains relaxed, not in a rush to leave Manchester City. So let's see if the two clubs can agree on a deal or not. So Manuel Akanji, another topic for the upcoming hours. Also important to see, guys, what's going to happen with Savinho. We know this is a crucial piece of the market to follow in the next hours and in the next days, because Tottenham internally, while they work on Havertz, keep thinking of Savinho. Tottenham are not giving up on Savinho, but as I told you, from Man City, someone really important in the club is still blocking this deal and still insisting on keeping Savinho. So let's see if Tottenham will be able to break this wall or if Savinho will stay at Man City. At the moment, no movement, but yesterday, Rodrygo, 0 minutes with Real Madrid. Once again, average 15 minutes on the pitch for Real Madrid since Xabi Alonso became the new coach among the Club World Cup, and this opening Liga game with 0 minutes. Brahim Diaz started, Franco Mastantuono just arrived at Real Madrid, played more than Rodrygo. So let's see what's going to happen there. Xabi Alonso is saying that he counts on Rodrygo, but now we have to follow the situation. I told you, and I keep saying, that Rodrygo is the #1 target for Manchester City if Savinho leaves the club. So Manchester City keep thinking of Rodrygo as an option. Let's see if other clubs will join the race. Let's see what's going to happen there. But for sure, Rodrygo's situation looks quite strange, quite interesting, because when there is a player of this level not playing one single minute, again, we have to respect Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso. Xabi said there is just a game, that he counts on Rodrygo. Let's follow the situation, because as of today, Wednesday afternoon, no bids on the table of Rodrygo and on the table of Real Madrid. Then, if something will happen, I will let you know. With Manchester City internally, at the moment it's not a negotiation, but internally, still mentioning Rodrygo as a dream target for the final days. But only if Savinho goes to Tottenham, and at the moment is still not agreed. Many movements around Chelsea, guys, many things in terms of outgoings. For Christopher Nkunku, Bayern want a loan, Chelsea want permanent. Let's see what happens there. For Red Bull Leipzig, again, Leipzig asked about Christopher Nkunku, but at the moment they are also asking for a loan, and Chelsea told them permanent transfer or nothing for Nkunku. So Chelsea keep talking to Leipzig and to Bayern for Christopher Nkunku, waiting for Xavi Simons to arrive. Then for Carney, new rumors on Italian clubs, Juventus, Napoli. What I'm told is that the message from Chelsea is clear. Chelsea say that Carney only leaves the club on a permanent transfer. No chance for a loan. They already told this to Borussia Dortmund a few days ago. They said no chance, impossible to let the player go on loan, and the same message was sent to English clubs. So this remains the case for English and Italian clubs for Carney. Let's see what's going to happen there, but for Chelsea the position is very clear. Spanish club in this case, Villarreal, in very advanced talks to sign Renato Veiga from Chelsea. So again, Chelsea outgoings, but this is an important topic because it's a permanent transfer. Exclusive news from last week. Villarreal interested in Renato Veiga. First bid got rejected. Chelsea wanted more. Now, Villarreal have an agreement with Renato Veiga. He wants to go to Spain. He will become a really historical signing for Villarreal in terms of transfer fee invested on a defender. Now, depends on the two clubs. Chelsea and Villarreal are talking today. Maybe while you watch this video, there are already developments. Talking and negotiating today on a transfer fee of 24 million euros plus add-ons. Chelsea want minimum 30 million euros almost guaranteed as part of this package. So let's see how the conversation will continue. But Villarreal pushing to sign Renato Veiga. So an interesting situation to follow. Interesting also to follow what happens at Arsenal now. Because unfortunately, bad news. We wish all the very best to Kai Havertz. He suffered an injury today, a new knee injury for the German forward. He already suffered an important injury last season. And so we really hope that Kai Havertz will be fine soon. Will be back with the squad soon. So let's wait for Arsenal to communicate the official extent of his injury after suffering this new knee problem. But obviously, when a player, so important player like Kai Havertz, suffers two injuries in few months, Arsenal are now discussing internally and considering to return on the market because Leandro Trossard signs a new deal at Arsenal. Same length, but with an improved salary after he said no to Turkish opportunities. And so Trossard is staying. But Arsenal are considering to add one more player following this injury of Kai Havertz, waiting for official statement from Arsenal to clarify the conditions of the player, but Arsenal are seriously assessing their options to avoid having a short squad up front, as it was already the case in the second part of last season after the injury of Bukayo Saka. Havertz was also out, so Arsenal suffered a bit about these injuries, and now they are considering to add one more player with discussions internally between the director Andrea Berta, the coach Mikel Arteta about potential new signings. Many questions, guys, coming from Barca fans for Marc Casado. What's the situation of Marc Casado? Marc Casado would love to stay at Barcelona. He loves Barca and he would love to stay at Barcelona. And I can also tell you that Barca, including their director Deco, really don't want to sell Marc Casado. They believe that Marc Casado is an important player for the project. But it's also true that some clubs are moving, especially from Premier League, prepared to bring proposals and to try to tempt all parties involved. Barca and player side. So there is movement from Premier League, clubs prepared to arrive, meet Barcelona, discuss, make a proposal, try to tempt Casado and Barca. At the moment, the position of both player and Barcelona is that they want to continue together, but let's see what kind of proposals will arrive, because we know in the final weeks of the transfer window, everything can happen, and so let's follow that situation as well. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all this story, many movements, many news as always. Let me know your opinion on Kai Havertz, who should Arsenal sign, and then Renato Veiga, Nkunku, Carney, but also Akanji, Rodrygo, Goes, Savinho, Casado. Guys, I wait for your opinion here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon with Fabrizio here every single day. Ciao!